Dear Apple, wonderful, wonderful company overlords you are, who make this wonderful, wonderful hardware and software amalgamation. This is an open letter to you, which you will never read, so I can say whatever the hell I want to you. So, it's been about a week since I've got this iMac here. 21.5-inch iMac. It's a $1,300 computer. Yep, 1300, over $1,000. That indicates a premium product. I'm sorry, I don't care what wage class you are. That's a premium product. Just let that sink in for a little bit. So with a premium product, you definitely expect a premium experience, which on first glance, this very much is. Unibody design is wonderful. It's sleek, it's sexy, it's all in one. The design of it is amazing. It's so tiny, takes up so much space, it packs so much that it is an engineering feat. The screen clarity at 4K is wonderful. The brightness, the colors, they're amazing. What is definitely not a premium experience, and I hinted at it in my original impressions, but how the hell, Apple, are you charging $1,300 for a premium product with a hard drive straight out of the late 1990s? Oh, this is gonna get tough here. So, in case you didn't know, the iMac comes with a 5400 RPM spinning disk hard drive. Those same hard drives that we're using in freaking computers running Windows XP. Yes, Windows XP. You are capping yourself. Granted, of course, serial ATA or SATA drives have the actual technology itself has improved, but you're still waiting for a slow spinning disk to feed you data, which leads to an insanely bad experience on the user's end. So this iMac here comes standard with that 5400 RPM drive, and let me just say, while to Apple's credit, your caching service is wonderful, and what that means to anyone that doesn't understand is essentially the more you use the apps and the system itself, it actually puts everything into temporary cache of faster memory, and the more you use it, say you leave it on for the first day, you come back to it after letting it sleep, those app accesses the same. You know, if you access mostly Safari or mostly these with certain websites or this one app, they'll get faster because they're staying in your system's faster memory, fast and not constantly pulling from that slow spinning disk. So to Apple's credit, you do that well, but it is nothing like the solid state drives that come standard in your mobile, your laptops, your iPhones, and your iPad. They're all flash-based solid state storage, so everything loads much faster. A $300 iPad, if you're just using it for basic tasks, video consumption, media consumption, internet, it's so much faster. It's insane. With something that has so much more power, full desktop CPUs, 8 gigabytes of RAM, it is so slow I couldn't believe it after the first few days. It's not powerful at all. Even with that seemingly outdated processor and bare RAM, using things like Final Cut Pro is just amazing. It runs so smooth that I almost couldn't believe it. But at the end of the day, you're completely bottlenecked by that slow spinning drive, leading me to crack open my $1,300 premium device and changing out the hard drive for a solid state drive from Samsung. And to say that I was on edge was a bit of an understatement. With such an amazing display, physically cracking open this thing, you have to pry open the glass display up front, cutting the adhesive, the factory adhesive, which is very well put on, I might add, definitely engineered well, but you have to cut through all of that crap, slowly pull it away, removing the ribbon cables, and then swap the drive out, and then go through resetting it, and eventually you have a premium experience with no warranty because you had to void the out of it to get to the damn thing. Now you have the quality experience, but you've lost the Apple Care, all of that good stuff. Apple probably won't even touch this thing if I paid them to. Which, how come in these premium prices you don't offer solid state storage? I get that it comes with a terabyte of storage, and that's great, but that terabyte of storage, if you give the people for the option to go with either a terabyte of storage or 256 gigs of flash storage, which, mind you, is almost the same price. Now, I should take that back. It's definitely more expensive because the drive that Apple included wasn't even like a Western Digital or some name brand. HGST. Incredibly off-brand and never heard of before. Great. Apparently my friend that works on computers often has definitely seen it before, so I'm assuming it's a bottom-of-the-barrel, cheap-ass hard drive. So, what the hell? Just don't cheap out on the design. Don't cheap out on the hard drives. Cause I love this thing with the solid state drive. It is wonderful. It does what I need to do, and it does it great. It works well, and I'm happy. But I shouldn't have to void my warranty to do that. I shouldn't have to do it myself. You should give me the option without having to pay an extra, I think it's $400. Let me check here. $400 to fix or have it pre-installed. That's insane. $400? That you could buy almost a 2 terabyte SSD or more, and that's for the basic 1 terabyte SSD option, which is the only option, mind you. So Apple, if you can't give us the option to if you can't make SSD standard, please make a user replaceable drive like you do on the RAM on that 27-inch iMac, please, because this is unbearable. So please, if you're new to iMacs, keep this in mind. Definitely try to find one with a Fusion drive or faster, or even opt for that extra money, or take it to a service provider and have them do it for you, because you're gonna need it, and it really deserves it, if nothing else. So dear Apple, fix this crap. From a loving fan, Kyle the Phone Guy. Stay subscribed if you want to hear more. I'm getting close to a full review of this guy. The more I use it, I just want to test it out, use it a little more for editing, try maybe some photo editing on it, see how that works, and a few other just casual tasks. So stay subscribed, thumbs up if you like it, and we'll get back to you soon. Thanks, guys.